All right, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. A lot of investors. I've been watching Sndl for some time now. I do chart analysis, and this is a little bit different. This is breaking news, big news, and the only thing that I can go ahead and state that ties up with these stocks running up on the last couple hours of the day is either because someone already knew this or some press release was out before this, and I just found this one, and this is actually something that came out about an hour ago. The market closes at 8, and it ran up within the last 30 minutes of the market being open, the last post-market hour. So this is going to be very interesting tomorrow. Overall, the whole market, I'd pay very close attention to how it's reacting, but there's something that just came out and I believe is what ties up with this correlation. So we're going to look at all three of these. I'm going to circle it and I want us to look at this closely. So there's Aurora Cannabis. We have Sndl. These are the three I saw that were kind of similar. Obviously, Sndl, I watched it and I'm really thankful for everybody that announced this in their videos. I want you guys to share this with everyone. For those of you that have been trying to search and you guys are, typing away in those comments, I really thank you guys for going out of your way and also taking the time to talk about other ticker symbols and stuff that are all moving in the same direction. But these are the three that I found to be in the same direction and having the same correlation. Now, there could be other ones in the market overall. This is the one I saw have the least amount of growth. But when I'm talking about the same reaction, I'm talking about the same reaction, whether it's the same amount of growth or this or a little bit less, it's doing the same effect. So we have Tilray here, which is one of them. And then we have obviously Sundial, which is another one. And then we have here Aurora Cannabis. There could be more. There's many other companies out there in this sector that could be moving the same way. But these three stood out the most to me, and they're the ones that I've been paying close attention to in the last month or so. So what is the news or what's going on behind this? Well, everywhere you search, there's nothing talking about, why these are moving. There might be some news tomorrow, but the only thing, or later tonight, the only thing I can correlate that to is this. Trump clears the way for Biden's transition process to begin after weeks of delay. So I am here to say that if you already knew or you've been investing in these ticker symbols, I don't know how much you know about it, but a lot of people are hopeful or expecting Biden to decriminalize or do some type of movement or funding for these companies, these type of companies. It'll have some type of positive impact on these companies, Biden being the president. A lot of people that have researched this could go ahead and agree with me down below that if Biden was to go ahead and be the elect president and actually become being known, or we have some more clarity that he is going to be the president, these stocks will soar. So when he was winning the elections, which we can go back here to November 3rd, right? It started to run up. Then there was the uncertainty the next day. And after it started looking that rest of the week that he was winning, look what happened, right? Look what happened. And if you go ahead and you look at the other stocks, the same thing. So it started to fall after there was a lot of legal action. There was still some recounting to do. And then there were some confirmations now. This is the only thing that I'm adding up to this. I could be wrong, but this is looking very clear to me based off of what's going on. A lot of states that were still being counted have actually closed off and said, no, we did manually recounts and so forth. And at that point, a lot of those states have already been confirmed. And I'm not here to talk about one side or the other. I'm just going to talk about the whole entire analytics on what's going on here with this chart and what effect of that information is correlating or indirectly or directly to the chart. Now, if we go back to Aurora, right? Or let's do Sndl first. Well, if you remember earlier in the month, same thing. They started to run up. There was some uncertainty, and by the 5th, It ran up, it fell. This is a penny stock, so it was having a lot of more volatility. And then it ran up again. And then from that point forward, it's been falling. And then we have Aurora. And Aurora actually went obviously in the same direction. It did the same thing. November 3rd, towards it was running up, from the 2nd to the 3rd, and then it started to fall, uncertainty, and then on the 5th, it ran up and it's been falling. All of these have done the same exact jump, right? In the last couple of hours. You can see that here. And the only thing that makes sense, I'm just using common sense here, that is making sense here to all of this, because I looked up canopy growth and it didn't do the same effect. It's those three so far that I'm seeing some correlation. There could be other ones. If you know of them, you're more than welcome to comment down below. But the only thing is Trump clears the way for Biden. So this is one step closer to confirming there's still going to be legal action from Trump's administration. He said it. He said he's not going to give indication that he plans to give any formal concession speech yet. And then he also stated that he believes that he can continue, to push through, and he's not going to give up on his legal efforts. He pledged it. He literally pledged it to continue his legal efforts to overturn the election results. So there's still no certainty. And something about news is that it creates speculation and hope, right? So in the eyes of the market overall, if Trump clears the way for Biden, it looks like there will be a Biden transition right now, in this point. Now, Trump can continue to work hard on his legal efforts and overturn the results. But the only thing causing this catalyst that we're seeing here, I believe, is the fact that he is clearing the way, making it look like it's more of a chance for Biden to be the one to have a Biden administration in the presidency. And that's why all of these have actually done this run up. We're going to see tomorrow how they continue, because if there's more confirmation or this speculation gives more hope and excitement and attracts more investors, this is not going to be the only part of the run. This might just be the beginning. We have to watch it closely, because the last time it ran up and it started to fall. But once it started to run after that and it was looking like Biden was winning, all of this happened. But then all the legal action started to happen and they started going the other direction. So we need to watch all of these stocks closely. But this is the only thing that I believe is having an effect on why all of these are looking similarly, and the same with this run up. And you can clearly see it. And if anybody has been following any type of news or any type of analysis, that if there was a Biden administration, most of these stocks were going to react in this way. Not because he's going to go ahead and right away fund them or legalize it, but he does plan, I think as part of his plans and his legislation, is to decriminalize it, which gives hope to people, because this is going to become a major sector with growth and opportunity, I'm assuming. I'm not sure into that point, but that's the one thing that's looking like giving this speculation of this announcement, right? And it's looking like a chance closer to that Biden administration, but Trump is not giving up. So there's still uncertainty. We have to see what's going to happen. But this is what news does. It creates speculation and it creates these moves. We're going to have to watch this closely tomorrow. Again, this is the only thing that's looking like what gives me a clear answer or some type of understanding on just rationalization and common sense on why this probably moved. Because under a Biden administration, all these stocks are probably the ones moving because of that. I don't know if any of you guys have seen any articles on that or any information on that, but if you do your research, that's what's probably doing that. And anybody that wants to agree with me, you're more than welcome to down below, just to confirm that for other viewers and investors. But if I'm mistaken, you can correct me as well. But this is what it's looking like. And just because of this article I was reading, and when I saw this in the headlines, I said, whoa, this is why it's looking like this, because it looks like there's a step closer to the Biden administration. This speculation is all it is right now. It's giving hope to the market. Trump is not giving up. And here we are seeing Biden looking like a step closer to the office. And the speculation and hope is being seen in the markets based off of these ticker symbols. If you learned something new and you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. If you find any single news or anything other than this, or you want to share your input, or if you agree with it or disagree with it, I would love to see your guys' comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like button and click on the bell to turn on all notifications to not miss a single video that I post. Share this with all your friends and community so that everyone can receive clarity on what's going on here. I believe this is part of the answer. There might be more to it, but this is what's making a lot of sense right now. But thank you guys once again for watching. Stay tuned for the next videos, and let's make some money.